Sometimes I think like, how good is our technology really? Sometimes I like think about things, and we know that a lot of the advancements are being held back, but for what we know is out there right now that's available to us, sometimes I think like, when you look at your phone and you look at rocket ships and everything, and you say to yourself, wow, we came far. Human beings are very technological advanced. But then you also look at the amount of people that's in poverty, and how a lot of people don't have nutrients and clean water in 2021. And you like, well, how can we say we came so far? And again, I'm not trying to knock down our achievements, but I just want to put things in perspective and say like, how can we claim we came so far, but we have so many people still in poverty? You know, even when you see the homeless, it's like, even if you got money in your bank account, how can you feel rich as a man or as a woman or as a human being when you see your other fellow human being homeless? To me, that's a reflection of all of us, and to a certain extent. Well, look, I'm not trying to say like I have a strong point in this content right here, but I just wanted to say that because I would say that I see there are some things that are advancing at a fast pace, but then there's certain things that are not, or certain things that's actually going backwards. And I would say that I just, I don't know. It's just weird how you see these so-called elections and you see these so-called achievements, and it just seems like there's so much other things that's forgotten. So it's like you know it's almost like society pays attention to the good things, but it kind of gives less attention to the bad things, right? Like it would say, oh, this person is the richest person, this person made this much money this year, wow, wow. But it doesn't say, how many people. You don't really see news flashes constantly about people in poverty. Like you hear of Forbes magazine's billionaires, and you hear of all these people who sign, multi-million-dollar deals and check out my mansion, but you see that prosperity more than the flip side, the poverty, where people say, yo, did you see how many people didn't make it just because they didn't have nutrients and clean water? And sometimes these things are even hidden from getting any light. you know and at the end of the day, for the most part, it doesn't go unnoticed. People know and they're aware, and that's why some people put so much resources and time into security because most people they just don't want to be like that. They just don't want to be in poverty, so they just focus on themselves and their loved ones, but primarily themselves. And I'm like, well, going back to the beginning, if that's how far you become, even if you have all these billions of dollars and you can't spend it how you want by helping the homeless, well, how good is your money? How good is your technology really? It's more, I guess, of an illusion, a joke. Obviously, there's something going on behind the scenes. How can you have so many billionaires in the state of New York, in the state of California, but yet there almost seems to be a correlation with the surplus of homelessness in the same place that has the billionaires, the same place that has the technology, also has the poverty. So, I mean, I guess if I had to put it as an equalizer, it'll kind of go back to being zero. It'll go back to flat, right? It will balance itself out instead of it being a upwards projection. It actually is not going anywhere because it's a zero sum game. If a billionaire is a billionaire because he was able to extract $1 billion from the rest of the people, well, technically that could be a zero sum game, in which is why we might have to really come up with a better system that benefits everybody. And I mean that really benefits everybody, not just the educated, not just the rich, not just the affluent, savvy, connected, bureaucrat. I mean everybody. I mean that would I would think in theory would make the world a better place. And I think that's what most people want. I don't think most people want to see another billionaire. I don't think people want to see another homeless person. I think people want to see a better place, more happiness. So, to that, let it be so. Peace.